Have you ever wanted to download a song or playlist from Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, or any other platform for offline listening? Well, you're in luck because SpotiFlyer will get the job done simply by pasting the link and pressing the download button. Afterward, the songs will be saved within your internal storage and you can listen to them with a third-party music player. A huge shout out to Wreck by Potato for recommending this app to me on my subreddit page. I'll be sure to give you a Google Play gift card as a token of my gratitude. And that's how we're starting it off for the best Android apps of December 2021. I've got 6 more spectacular apps and 4 addicting games to show off. Plus, with the holidays fast approaching, I wanted to get back to you guys for always showing me so much support. So within the next week, I'll be giving away 10 Google Play gift cards that each has $10 worth of credit within them. All you need to do is drop a thumbs up on this video and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HowToMen, and I'll be giving them away in a few days. Steam's Wallpaper Engine is by far the best live wallpaper software for your desktop, allowing you to have beautiful moving backgrounds to liven up your computer's home screen. They got so many selections to choose from that it's pretty much impossible not to find something you'd like. Well, now Wallpaper Engine has come to Android, allowing you to use those same live backgrounds on your launcher's home screen. It's exciting because this opens up a whole new world for customization. Getting it to import your wallpapers from your desktop is really easy too. You just go to the Add tab within the app, tap on Pair with Computer, then on your desktop within the Wallpaper Engine software, click on Mobile, then Connect New Device, and on your phone you should see your desktop as an option. Select it and enter the PIN that was given to you to make a connection. From there, any live wallpaper that you want to send to your phone can be done simply by clicking on the Send button. The best part is that you can even customize the wallpaper on your device, and once you're ready, just press the check mark to apply it. It works like a charm, but just a heads up, since all these walls weren't designed to be on a smartphone, they may end up not having good quality or can be cropped immensely, so you have to do some good digging to find the good ones. We all know that the Android 12 update has improved security immensely, and one of the ways is with Privacy Dashboard, a new menu within the settings that shows us which apps have accessed certain permissions like the camera, microphone, location, etc., and at what time they were being accessed. For those that are stuck on Android 11 or lower, you can also get this menu with an app called Privacy Dashboard. Yup, it has the same name and it works the same way, letting you take full control of your permissions. Plus, it even lets you have privacy indicators that appear in the top right corner whenever an app uses your camera, microphone, and GPS. The icons are also customizable. Plus, the app is completely free to download with no ads or in-app purchases. A massive shout out to the developer for creating something so useful and amazing. I'm sure we've all been there where we tried to download a picture from Google to use as our background or include within a PowerPoint, but come to find out that the resolution is potato quality, or it's not as big as we expected it to be. Well, an app called Upscaler is here to fix those low quality images. It uses an algorithm called Procaro and is supposed to double the size of any image with only losing the minimal amount of quality possible. For a second, I actually thought it was just the same thing as stretching out a picture within Photoshop, but the developer explained to me on Reddit that it's not the same process and that Upscaler instead changes the extra 3 pixels in a subtle way so that the picture doesn't look as stretched. Honestly, the app works well. Just keep in mind that it's not an enhancer, so it's not going to magically improve the quality of a photo by filling in detail that doesn't already exist. It just enlarges pictures without losing that much detail. Either way, it can come in handy in the future, so sneak it away in your app drawer. There are plenty of weather and gallery alternatives out there, but 2 of my favorites are Today Weather and One Gallery, the sponsors of this video. I'm sure some of you have heard of Today Weather, being that it's been around for years and it has over 1 million downloads, but for those who aren't aware, this is a weather app loved by so many because of how straightforward it is and how much weather information is provided to you for any city. To break it down a bit, all your weather information is listed on a single page, and when you want to switch to the next city, just swipe right. It also supports multiple weather data sources, making the forecast highly accurate to your area. They have a neat weather radar to locate precipitation, temperature, clouds, etc. Not a lot of weather apps have this feature and it works amazingly. Today Weather also alerts you when rain or snow is approaching and has very customizable widgets that look beautiful on any home screen. For your photos, One Gallery is a wonderful option. It's not going to overwhelm you with a ton of flashy and gimmicky features. Instead, the interface is easy to navigate with all of your photos and videos being easily accessible and everything organized into albums. Plus, one gallery is so minimal, everything loads up instantly, and scrolling around is buttery smooth. Hell, it even has a few features that Google Photos doesn't have. Things like a photo vault to securely hide your files behind a password and AES encryption, or even a more customizable Photos widget that lets you specify which photo albums to sort through, and has a refresh button to switch to the next photo. Overall, I'm super impressed with both apps, and being that they're so easy to use with gorgeous interfaces, I'm sure many of you will also enjoy downloading them for free. Both links will be right below the like button. There is an app out there called Pixel Wallpapers that lets you download almost every background that came with the Google Pixel phones, from the latest Pixel 6 to some older phones like the Pixel 4 or 4a, to even some wallpapers released on certain holidays or events, or even some pictures by the Pixel community. It's got over 200 options in full HD resolution, but it's still missing the stock wallpapers for some older Pixels like the Pixel 3, 3a, 2, and the original Pixel. Still, there's a crap ton to choose from, and I know you can just download them off the internet without needing this app, but it saves you the hassle of needing to search for all of them, plus you don't need to download them off a sketchy website. Unfortunately, Pixel Wallpapers is not on the Play Store, but it is available to download for free off GitHub. Panels is by far the best multitasking app out there because from any screen, I can slide in this sidebar that lets me launch practically anything I'd like. For example, aside from the basics like adding some of my favorite apps or shortcuts, I can also include my favorite websites, system settings, contacts, and get this, a floating widget. Yep, I can literally have a music player or a smart device widget to control my lights on top of any app that I'm scrolling through. The best part is that this sidebar is so customizable that I can change practically everything about it, including the number of rows, columns, apply an icon pack, dim the background, change the color, and so much more. If you're imaginative, you have all the ingredients to make everything you use on your phone reachable with a single swipe. Also, thank you so much to Shawshank4239 for recommending this app to me on my subreddit page. I really appreciate it, and to show you my gratitude, I'm going to reach out and give you a free $10 Play gift card. If you guys also want to recommend any apps on my subreddit page, I may end up choosing it for the next best Android apps, and I'll be sure to give you a shout out and maybe even send you a free Google Play gift card. Why not? Switching it over to the games, Rocket League Sideswipe has been blowing up recently, and even though it's only been around for a month, it's already accumulated over 1 million downloads. It's a mobile version of Rocket League, and those who have played the PC version will be very familiar with the gameplay, controls, and frustration. For those who aren't aware, this is how the game works. You play as a vehicle that can jump and get boosted, and your objective is to knock a giant ball into a goal. That's it. And despite the controls being simple and the stage only being in 2D instead of 3D like the PC version, it's still very entertaining to play and it stacks up well. The developers even included multiple gaming modes, including one called Hoops, which instead of trying to make the ball into a small open square, you need to bounce or launch it into a huge basket. Finally, as you advance, you'll be able to customize or change your vehicle, complete challenges, and try to get into higher rankings. It's a huge blast and I definitely recommend you check it out. The next game is called Bowling Ballers, and it's been created by Netflix. Yup, the same popular streaming platform that we all love to use, and believe it or not, the game is surprisingly addictive and fun. I say surprisingly because usually when Hollywood gets involved with mobile games, they end up creating something crappy. But that's not the case with Bowling Ballers. It's a casual endless runner, very similar to Subway Surfer, where on top of needing to collect coins, you're also trying to knock down all the bowling pins. You'll also need to jump off ramps and avoid giant objects that can cause you to restart from the checkpoint. It's a straightforward game and it honestly gets really intense, especially when you reach those higher stages. For that cherry on top, there are no ads or in-app purchases, so it's not a pay-to-win title. As you can tell, it's a spectacular game, and the only string attached is that you need to have a Netflix subscription to be able to play it. Casting Away is the new fishing game on the block, and it's a sequel from the popular Fishing Life title. Before, you were only a fisherman looking to catch as many fish as possible. Now, Casting Away takes it a step further by creating a storyline around a man who crash landed onto an island. To survive, he needs to create a mini civilization including a shelter, cooking area, etc., and all these things can be built through the resources of fish. Once you catch multiple fish, they can be traded for runes, which is the in-game currency used to upgrade your equipment and buildings. It's a peaceful game that you can end up playing in the long run. The only thing that I see many people complaining about though is that there are way too many ads and the gameplay is extremely slow. But if you're into these sequels that will make you grind in the long run for the ultimate satisfaction, check out Casting Away. Moncage is the only paid game on this list, but it's well worth the cash if you're into mind-blowing puzzle games. The way it works is you're given a cube which you can rotate, and each side houses a unique world. It could be an old factory, amusement park, church, playground, or any other environment, and within each world there are random objects that can align perfectly with something else on a different side of the cube to connect the worlds. Eventually you'll align multiple imageries that will reveal the story of the game. Trust me, your mind is going to be blown multiple times by all these illusions, and it's a great time killer that will give you a bit of a challenge. And that concludes the best Android apps of December 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this month's selection. If you did, a quick thumbs up would really seriously go a long way to getting this video noticed by the YouTube algorithm. Plus, it will also motivate me to keep bringing these amazing and unique apps. On top of that, if you haven't gotten subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Quality content like this is a weekly thing on the channel and you're not going to want to miss out. Either way, thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. Don't forget to like this video and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HowToMen for a chance of winning those Google Play gift cards, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Kapow!